Alright, let's wrap up our show and tell videos with some music. I'm someone that tends to have some sort of music playing in the background at any given moment, and I think a well-fitting music track can do a lot to make a video more engaging. Previously, I mentioned Kevin MacLeod and his website Incompetech as a good source for free music, and it's from there that I pulled this piece titled Brittle Reel to use in my video. If I bring this music track into the timeline and hit play to see how it pairs up, I'm likely to find that the music's a bit loud compared to my narration.
Hi, this is Mr. Wessel, and this is my show and tell video.
There's a couple of ways I can balance that out. First, selecting the music file and checking the effect controls panel will show you a set of attributes that differ a bit from those that come up when working with a visual element like an image or a video. The only one I'm interested in right now, though, is level, which could also be read as volume. So to start, I'll set it at -10 to 12 and give it a listen.
Hi, this is Mr. Wessel, and this is my show and tell video.
You can achieve a similar effect by right-clicking the clip in the timeline and selecting Audio Gain. For our purposes, gain can be treated as synonymous with level and therefore volume. So we can define a new volume level with the Set Gain To option, or shift it by a specific amount by using Adjust Gain By. Now there is a downside that is shared by both of these methods, and it's the fact that you can't use either of them while the sequence is playing. If you want to try and find a suitable volume level while it is playing, you want to go to the Audio Clip Mixer panel, which should be tucked up in the panel with source and effect controls. The Audio Clip Mixer has sliders tied to each of the sequence's audio tracks, and as it plays, you'll also see colored bars indicating whether or not your audio's at an optimal level. Get too loud, as indicated by getting too far into the yellow or red, the audio is at risk of peaking and getting distorted. Like I said, you can adjust the sliders while your sequence plays, but be aware that bumping up a slider or dropping it down doesn't affect the entire audio track. It only affects the clip in that track that is currently being crossed by the playhead. So if I had multiple music clips in this track, or if I'd use the razor tool to cut this song into individual pieces, adjusting the slider at the beginning of the first clip won't affect the volume of the other ones, so you would have to go in and do those individually. If I try making the same sort of adjustments to audio track 1, which is where my narration is, I'd have to make sure that I made the adjustment to each individual clip, or else one could end up noticeably louder or quieter than the others. Audio levels can sometimes sound a bit different when listening over headphones versus listening over speakers, so it's not a bad idea to preview your video both ways. Lastly, much like I like to use cross dissolves to fade images and video clips in and out, I like to do the same with music at the end of a video. Back in the effects panel, you'll see that one of the categories is titled Audio Transitions. The first two listed are used to transition between two audio clips, but I'm just looking to fade out a single music track. So after trimming the track down, I'll grab the exponential fade transition and drop it on the end.
Story, and I hope whatever subject you choose, you have as much fun making your video as I've had making mine. See you next time.
And that pretty much does it for the editing of my sample show and tell. Remember that you're not expected to use every technique shown off in this guide. Having them in your toolbox expands your options for what you can do with this assignment, as well as the next one. As you're finishing things up, remember to review the criteria and make sure you've got everything covered. That includes the timeline screenshot and the proper file names too. If you need refreshers on exporting your video, you can refer back to the guides for the first assignment. Remember also that the second quiz is due at the same time as this assignment. Once you've knocked that out, you might start thinking about the subject for your next assignment, the GovSchool Video Postcard.